How's it going? This is Mr. Gore from New Sullivan. Special shout out to Cape Chicago. I want to spend this video talking about drags, and at the end of the video we'll talk about flam drags. And the reason I want to wait to the end to talk about flam drags is because you see drags come after flams, and I don't understand why they made flam drags, which is a combination of the two, come before we learned about drag. So we'll talk about flam drag after we learn drags and the meaning of a drag, okay? First rudiment is drag, okay? So you see those tiny two little notes connected to the big note? It's a drag, okay? And this is what we call a drag. A drag is like, they're called ghost notes, okay? Ghost notes mean you play these notes, they really quick and they really soft compared to the big note, right? So the slowest we can play a drag, and this is just for me to help you understand it, is if we're thinking of it as the last 2/16 notes leading to a note. And the 1, and the 2, left, left, right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, okay? Up the speed, it's a little bit more, it's the same type of rhythm, but it's a little bit more put together. It's not as separate. You know, I separated it a little bit so you can understand it. Left, left, right, 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 left. Really, it's more like, okay? That's a drag. Single drag tap starts with a drag, which is, but you accent the tap, which is after that. So you look at, it's an eighth note. So you got and, 2, and, right? Drag and, drag and. That's what a drag tap is. Double drag tap is, so you do the same drag twice and you end on the other hand. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? Lesson 25, this is a cool one, but it's also one of the most difficult ones. You want to accent only on the last note. You got left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? Same thing with the other hand if you want to do it with the right hand. Right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. Same thing. Single drag a diddle. We started almost as a drag, not really, but we ended with a paradiddle, okay? So what I mean by not really is you see that little slant and you see I say right, 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 left, okay? That's right. But we just, how I like to think of the single drag a diddle, it does start with the drag, which I told you the two notes it picks up. Right, 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 left, right, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, left. And you accent that first note. Okay? That's how we do that one. Drag paradiddle number 1. So you start with a single note, right? A single note, and then you go drag paradiddle note. Okay? And really what I mean by drag it, let me help you out with that. So you got note, and then you do a drag into a paradiddle. Note, left, left paradiddle, note, right, right paradiddle, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. If you notice, you see the drag and the paradiddle in drag paradiddle number 1. Drag paradiddle number 2, okay? Now drag paradiddle number 2, it's just a little bit more complicated, but it's the same type of deal, right? You got 2 of the first part. You got single note, which is a right hand, right, left, and right. That's a drag, right? Right, drag, drag, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left. Okay? So you're going note, drag, drag, right? Note is pretty much note, drag, but the drag is leading to like a drag paradiddle number 1. That's why it's number 2, because it got that extra note before you start. It got the extra note and the drag leading into the first part, which we would have called drag paradiddle number 1, but that was just drag paradiddle number 2. Okay, let's do the last 3. These are the hardest ones. Rudiments, okay. It starts with a drag lead going into a triplet, ending on the hand you started on with an accent. So you got drag, triplet, left, right? Left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right. Drag, triplet, note. Drag, triplet, note. That's the best way I can explain it. And it's different ways we can explain it. If you're really having trouble with it, let me know, and I'll make sure that I explain it a different way. I feel like that's the easiest way for me to explain it. It's like a drag going into a triplet, ending with a note afterwards. I played it, and you can also play it on the orange tabs, but I played it just to show you how I'm thinking of it, because I was breaking down the lefts and the rights as I was playing it. So by saying it out loud. So if you need help with it, let me know. But I feel like that's a little bit explanatory. So the last 2 are the same type of thing. The first one is a double rudiments, and it starts the exact same way as the single rudiments, which is, but it doesn't do a triplet first. It starts with a drag. Drag, it's just a drag and a rudiments put together. Drag, right? So you got drag. So you got left and right, left and right, left, right, left, right. Right? That's how it's double, because you got two drags going into it. You got a drag going into the rudiments. That's why it's double. Because you keeping the rudiments, you just adding another drag in it at the beginning. That's you doubling up. Okay. Same thing with triple. It's 2 drags leading into a normal rudiments.